Hi guys, welcome to the little wood shop again. So as you might have noticed, I skipped a few weeks now. I had a bit of a time off. I just needed a bit of rest and there was a lot of other work I had to get done. I had a 5 kilowatt inverter system with batteries and everything installed in the house. All the trunking and stuff I've done myself just to save some labor. And then also the building work outside went ahead. In the workshop itself, not much has happened, but that will have to change. What I've done quickly is I made for my daughter, they broke the base of her bedside lamp, and I just turned one from white oak, got that done, so that's now a working light again. I also did a few groom buddies. They took that off to postage now, and what I have to do quickly now is turn 4 little spindles like this for a guy that's restoring some chairs. The wood I'm doing it from is yellow wood, Cape yellow wood. I've got one mounted in the lathe already, and I must get that quickly turned. And then I've got a bit of a scrap wood challenge for myself that I really need to get rid of a load of scrap wood that accumulated over this year. So I'm gonna make a bunch of cutting boards and then just give it away to whoever wants them, or maybe Christmas gifts or whatever. But I really have got so much offcuts that I really have to do something about it or burn it, and I don't want to burn it. So first things first, let's get these 4 turned, and then we take it from there. So guys, just to show you how I set up my stock, this is now the square stock I'm going to use, and I like the little spur gear with lots of teeth. I don't know if you can see that, just less chance of slippage. So this is now set up, and I don't do my marks of what I'm going to cut while it's square because it's all going to disappear. So what I'm doing first, let's turn this around and then I'll take you from there. Guys, now that I have it around, as you can see, I made my stock quite a bit longer than what I need. I will now mark just the center of that, those two, my ends. I'm not saying this is the right way, I'm saying this is my way. What I will do now is I'll start at the center, because that for me is quite important. And lots of you is going to cringe now for the way I'm doing this. I know there's a few guys in the Woodworkers Guild that hate a skew. Now the skew is one of my favorite tools. I really love it. And that's the way I'm doing this. Let me show you. And that's basically how I do that. From there, I'll now get these 2 marks to the final depth that I need them. So my next step will be to get this down to the final size which I've set on my caliper. That I just do with my wide parting tool. And then of course, same on the other side. now all I need to do now is turn that thinner to make a little bulge on the end. So what I usually do, I use about just over half. I'll turn from there to thin to that side and then shape and form. So guys, and that's now sanded up to a 220, and that's the shape we wanted. So 4 of them and this job is done. So guys, I've emptied the shelf there relatively, taken all of the narrow pieces out of the wood rack, and then that I've emptied halfway. This is all scraps that I'm going to throw away. I haven't even touched the wood bunched here. That we'll worry about tomorrow. And what we've got is this. So how many cutting boards do you think I can get out of this? Let's chop them up and see. So guys, out of that heap so far, this is what I got. It's a whole bunch of strips that I'm going to glue together now. I'm still deciding, do I want to do end grain boards or not. Probably will. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better. There's still a load of stuff that's going to be thrown away. So guys, you've seen me chop them up into strips now. What we've done is we glued them in long strips. Then I've cut them and turned them on their sides. In other words, they used to be in that orientation. And I then just flipped them on their sides to make end grain boards. So this is what I get out of those 3 pieces that we've put together. And I rearranged them to make them a little bit chaotic. You can now glue them together, chop them up again, and then turn and swap them again to make it total chaotic. But I'm running out of time. Christmas Day is close, and the thing we in our family do is we all have a great get together on Christmas Day, and then we only take his and hers gifts. So every male takes a gift, every female takes a gift, and we throw that in a heap and we play games and we draw whatever we get. So we don't buy for everybody gifts. We just take one gift per person. And it works out quite nicely, and it's a nice game every Christmas Day. And it turns out to be a nice day every year. So I don't have much time left. It's now already the 22nd, and this needs to be glued now still, all of them. And then I have to finish them. I still would like my friend Rian to put blood grooves in them. I hope he will have time for me. And then I still have to laser some phrase or something on it. So I'm quickly going to glue these 4 together and see what they turn out like. So guys, that's a 4 board so far. What I've done is once they were glued and everything together, I just put them through the drum sander there. And that's a 40 grit sandpaper on there, so it's quite rough, just to smooth them. Then I squared them up on the table saw, and I routed little grips in there, and then I started sanding. I've been sanding all day, and I took it through the grits from a 40 to a 220 at the moment. And now I'm quickly going to raise the grain, and then I'm going to sand it with a 320. For a final sand. So let's see what that looks like. So guys, that's about as smooth as I think wood can become. If you look at the shine on top, I don't think wood can become smoother than that. So now it's a big magic moment. I'm going to give it some mineral oil. The way I do it, I just give it clean mineral oil, a few coats, say 3 or 4 coats, and then I seal it with beeswax. So let's do some mineral oil and see what this comes out like. So guys, after 2 coats I ran out of mineral oil, and so that means I'll just have to put some more beeswax on. So once again I'm using wood wax from Mr. Gainsford. He's locally here from Bloemfontein, and if you need some of this, just go to gainsforddesign.co.za and you can order some from him. This stuff works a charm. So I've done this one. I don't know if you can see the difference between these two. So I've given this one coat, and I'm just going to give all of them now 1 coat, let it stand again for a while, then I'll give it another coat of this, and then we'll start polishing, and then we still have to laser something on. I asked Sasha so far to go look for some designs or something we can laser on these and give them tomorrow as gifts on Christmas Day. So that's the process, guys. If you want to do waste wood projects, I promise you this is not the answer. This is too time consuming in grain boards, and I'll show you a bit later. I've still got loads and loads of offcuts left that I could have used if I did something easier, but this is very time consuming. So it's nice, but it's not the ideal thing to get rid of offcuts of wood, except if you've got loads and loads of time, then yes, might be an option. But that's now the end grain boards that we're going to give away tomorrow on Christmas Day to family and maybe a few friends. Don't know if you can see on the side, I'm also busy with some other boards that I'm busy with. Very funny and strange design I'm busy with. And that's it. So we will leave them now. I'll just flip them over now and do the other side as well. And then we will leave them, put another coat on, and then I'll show you.